Hi there, it's Robin Morton here from 22nd Century Gold and Win with Robin. I hopefully you're having a great day today. I'm coming at you today from the west coast of Scotland, and it has been raining in biblical proportions for the last few days, which is not great because I have a 1,000-mile cycle challenge. I'm cycling for 10 days, 100 miles a day. I'm doing it for the Bushfire Animals of Australia. So if you want to sponsor me, you'll find a link somewhere down below. But that's not what I'm on about today. I'm here to talk to you about what is going on in the world with gold and how you can benefit from it. You may not know this, but gold right now is at an all-time high. My gold business, when I first got involved a couple of years ago, we were looking at something like $1,300 an ounce. It breached $2,000 an ounce this week. So it really is a wonderful thing to get involved in. I'm not chasing income anymore. You know, my asset wealth is accelerating. It's accumulating all the time now. It is a beautiful, beautiful place to be in. Now, why is this increasingly important right now? Well, obviously, with everything that's going on around the world, the economic turmoil and the political and financial implications of all that is one of the reasons that gold is going up in price. Gold has always been historically a place that the smart money will go when things start to get tough. Central banks, for example, over the last 2 or 3 years, have been buying gold like crazy in record amounts. Now, even if the virus hadn't happened, the central banks and governments know that we are on a precipice, a financial precipice, because of global debt. You know, the American level of debt is something like $26 trillion. If you don't believe me, look at a website called debtclock.org, and it shows you in, very, very dramatically how the US debt is increasing, and right now the revenue that it's creating from jobs and taxes, etc., is going down the way. And that is only going to get worse. There are more and more people losing their jobs. More and more companies are closing because of the virus, but also a lot of them are using it as an excuse. They've been wanting to do it. They've been wanting to downsize. They've been wanting to automate their businesses, digitalize their businesses, downscale their offices for a long, long time. So this is only going to increase. And, it's all very well saying, yeah, but the government's paying my wages right now. These furlough payments are not going to last much longer. And to be honest, those furlough payments are just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what has really been the greatest wealth transfer in history. The government has flooded, take the Americans for example, but it's also happening in the UK and Europe as well. Our central banks are just as bad. But in America, that's the biggest economy of the world. And the Federal Reserve has put more money into the money supply. They've printed more money in the last couple of months than they have done than has been created in the last couple of 100 years. They have flooded trillions of dollars into the money supply. Now, you may think, what is the problem with that? Well, the problem with that is, first of all, it devalues the money that you've got. The money that you've worked hard for, or the money in your savings account, is devalued, and it is basically what creates inflation. It's not people putting their prices up that creates inflation. It's the money supply increasing to dilute the value of your money. It dilutes the purchasing power of your hard-earned wages. That's what makes things more expensive. And because the government's put so much money into the money supply, you think, oh, it's great, that'll be coming to us. It's not. You know, the amount of money in those furlough payments is a lot of money, but the money that they flooded in is trillions of dollars. So the furlough payments, for example, which, people think, oh, this is great, I'm going to spend all this money because it's free money. The furlough payments are something like 5% of the amount of money that's been released into the money supply. So where did the other 95% go? It went to banks, it went to big corporations, it went to hedge funds, pension companies, all the organizations that are closer to the money supply. If you think of a dartboard, they're all right in the middle. They're near the bullseye. And that's where most of the money has gone. As you get further and further away from the money supply, you eventually get to employees. And that's where most of us are. We get a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of that. But who's going to pay for the 95% that we don't see? Who's going to pay for that? We are. The 5%. We are going to pay, and our children are going to pay, and our grandchildren are going to pay all of that back. So we're in a very, very grave situation right now. And you know, if you want to break free from that, what is the solution? Well, the solution is to be your own bank, basically. That's it in a nutshell. Be your own bank. Start up an affiliate gold business like mine, for example. Start creating assets that work for you, even when you're sleeping. My wealth is accelerating every day right now, and I don't really have to do a heck of a lot to make that happen. So it really is the way to go. And you know, as more and more companies go to the wall, as more and more people are unemployed, the situation is going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. And so you need to get closer to the money supply by being your own bank, getting involved in an asset that is going to appreciate in value. And gold has been for a long, long time, historically, the way to go. So I'm just going to leave it there for today. I don't want to bamboozle you with too many facts and figures, but find some links below this video and seriously think about opening an affiliate gold business today. It doesn't cost anything to get started. Right now, you're not looking at too many fantastic alternatives, to be honest. We're looking at, you know, a cashless society. You know, what's that going to look like? You know, we're looking at negative interest rates. Hey, hello, who wants negative interest rates? These are the kind of things that are on the horizon right now. As governments move to save money, banks are looking to save money. Everybody is cutting costs, and the only thing to do is to move some of your cash before it devalues completely into the safe haven of gold. And then sharing the good news right now is very easy because people are flocking to gold. You know, it's something that people historically understand, have done for generations. And so everybody kind of sees that gold is a sensible thing to do. So get involved in gold, share the news with other people and benefit from that. And you could earn generational wealth changing amounts. That's all I'm going to say on that. So yep, that's all I'm going to say today. That's coming up for 9 minutes now. That's long enough for today. By the time I get this all edited, it'll be a 10-minute video. So that's it from Robin at 22nd Century Gold. Please subscribe to my channel and get plugged in. Okay, all the best. Take care. Bye.